Top 9 Angry Men Falls for Good Girl Turkish Drama Series 2023. Turkish series always have a large audience due to the interesting storyline and the high skills of the actors. In this video, we want to review series with a love story between an angry man and a good girl. So let's start together. Welcome to Turkish Media. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell icon to get updated with Turkish drama and Turkish entertainment news. Well, if you're ready, let's begin. Number 9. Gulcemal. Gulcemal begins 3 years ago in Bursa, where the beautiful Zafer is forced to abandon Mustafa, the man she loves, to marry another man. Zafer gives birth to a son, Gulcemal, who she cannot bring herself to love. Later, she has a daughter, Gulendam. Her family is like a weight on Zafer's chest, so when Mustafa reappears in Bursa, she runs off with him. When Zafer gets pregnant, Gulcemal's father hangs himself. The young Gulcemal takes his revenge, killing Mustafa with a bread knife. It is at this point Zafer curses Gulcemal, telling him he never be loved. This story is about a man years later vows to get revenge on his mom and her new family, all while unknowingly falling in love with her adopted daughter, Deva. Number 8. Endless or Fedakar. Tariq has been on a mission for a year to find the man that murdered his sister. He finally finds the killer's motorcycle at the young man's house and goes to avenge his sister's death. But he's not home, and the only person Tariq can lay his hand on is the killer's sister, Adim. She swears that he's innocent, but Tariq kidnaps her as bait to lure her brother Sefer. Holding Ellie captive, Tariq expects to crush her spirit until she turns on her brother. But the young woman who has devoted everything to her family has the strength to go to any lengths to protect Sefer. And this strength of character awakens something in Tariq, something he didn't know he had been missing his entire life. Number 7. My Name is Farah or Adim Farah. Farah is a 28-year-old Iranian woman. While fleeing from Iran to France 6 years ago, she had to stop in Istanbul because she learned that she was pregnant. She begins to live there as an illegal immigrant. Moreover, her son Kerim Shah has a rare disease. Since the immune system is very weak from birth, Kerim Shah is open to diseases. Therefore, he has to live in a sterile environment. Despite having a medical education, Farah works illegally as a cleaner in Istanbul. Farah's goal in life is for her son Kerim Shah to get healthy and to have a life like normal children. She will save money as soon as possible and complete her son's treatment and go to France again. But Farah's world is turned upside down overnight. She witnesses a murder committed by the mafia in a place she goes to clean and meet Tahir legacies. Number 6. The Dead Heart or Yürek Çıkmazı. The drama is about the story of a family from Uşak who migrates to Istanbul. Cennet, who has been working since she was young and getting ready for marriage, marries Yılmaz, whom she falls in love with, and comes to Istanbul from her village as a bride. As a result of their marriage, which lasted almost 40 years, they have 3 children. The marriage, which started in good times and bad times, ends with Cennet's paralysis and death. She left behind 3 tearful children and a husband. However, the letter that emerges after the funeral turns upside down the facts that everyone believes. As it turns out, the letter Cennet penned before her death blamed her husband. This causes a division between the siblings. Feride, who always loves her father unconditionally and stands by his side, Birsan, who is used to obeying everything not to be harmed, and Halil, who has not sided with his father for a long time. As a result of her research over time, Cennet's lawyer Zeynep managed to find evidence to prove the accuracy of this claim. Number 5. Redemption or Esaret. Orhan is a successful businessman who was raised in a wealthy but loveless family along with his twin sister Nihan, younger sister Nusha, and their full-distant mother Afife. Some time ago, Nihan left to do volunteer work as a doctor in Eritrea, but recently she has been impossible to contact, and her family is worried about her. Orhan decides to go after his twin sister and bring her back home. While looking for his sister, he comes across Hira, a poor girl living the life of a prisoner at the hand of traffickers. When they find out that Nihan has been poisoned and killed by a local gang, Orhan breaks down. When it emerges that it was actually Hira who was set up by the gang and poisoned his sister, Orhan hatches an evil revenge plan. He will take Hira home with him, but rather than saving her from life as a prisoner, he will make things even worse for her. Number 4. Blood Flowers or Cicekleri. The story of Dilan, whose dreams and hopes were taken from her on one hand, and Baran, who had to marry on the other to end the feud and save her brother from this cycle. However, this marriage is a present virtue of death, and his uncle, who is eyeing his wealth, wants to rekindle the feud. This conflict-filled relationship will bring strong winds between two hearts. Will this marriage turn into a real marriage? Number 3. Trap or Tuzak. Tuzak tells the revenge story of 3 siblings in which Mahir and Umay had their childhood taken away from them. In a world where it is hard to tell who is good and who is bad, what is real and what is fake, these 3 brothers, united by a common goal, will discover that they are not as connected as they thought. While Umut takes revenge on this family he hates, his biggest conflict is Ceren, whom he realized to be the love of his life as he gets to know her. Ceren, on the other hand, does not know who Umut is and his purpose, whom he knows as a dirty lawyer Çınar Yılmaz, and falls in love with. She will leave the entire future of her family and herself in the hands of this man whom she falls in love with. Number 2. Stickman or Çöp Adam. Tamer, who struggled with life at a young age, was tired of his family's troubles. By turning all these difficult conditions into a game, Tamer managed to protect his inner child. With his sister Meryem, he grew up in an orphanage after his parents left him there. Tamer is now married and has a child. His company becomes a shareholder of a giant American company when the computer game he designed becomes a great success. First, he buys a villa on the Bosphorus to gather his whole family under one roof. His mother, Aysel, and father, Bülent, who have settled in the villa, cannot believe their luck. However, Tamer finds it very difficult to forget the past. The balance Tamer is trying to strike is turned upside down when he encounters Peri. Peri is in her early 30s, a beautiful, successful private bank manager. Number 1. Family or Aile. Aslan Soykan may be the head of Istanbul's most notorious crime family, but at the dinner table his mother Hulya rules with an iron fist. She has managed to keep the unruly clan together with a set of unbreakable traditions, the foremost being you can't escape from the table. All that goes up in smoke when Aslan disrupts family dinner for the sake of women he just met, the beautiful psychologist Devin. Devin and Aslan fall in love, and as they become closer, the psychologist can't help but diagnose his discordant family. But can a psychologist thrown right in the middle of battlefield heal everyone? And can she deal with a narcissist like Aslan without fully recovering from her own wounds? So these are top 9 Turkish drama series that portray the story of love and conflict between an angry man and a good girl. Well, with that being said, this concludes the video. I look forward to seeing you again soon for more. Which of these have you watched already? And which are your favorites? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button, and we will meet again in the next video.